In today's class, we are going to discuss about complements first. So first, we need to know what is mean by complement. So complements are nothing but another way of representing a negative number. So you have a positive numbers and negative numbers in digital electronics, right? So how we are going to represent with that? How you are going to represent these positive negative numbers, especially these negative numbers? We don't have any symbol. If you want to represent a positive number, directly we can represent that. So if you want to represent a negative number, so definitely if I want to tell if it is a negative number, I need to specify some value. I need to specify some character there, minus or plus. So how we are going to represent that kind of things in a digital electronics? So we are going to do that with the complements only. So number systems are used to represent a negative number. So complements are used to represent a negative number in number systems. So we have four types of number systems, right? So what was the four types of number systems we have? Binary, octal, decimal, and hexadecimal. So we can represent our negative number in any of these four number systems. So if you want to represent in binary form, so I can represent a negative number with complements, one complement and two's complement. So I have seven's complement and eight complement also. So if I have a octal number, so I'm going to use these two complements, seven's complement and eight's complement. So if I have a decimal number, so I'm going to represent with 9's complement and 10's complement. If I have a hexadecimal number of a negative number, I can represent in 16's complement and 15's complement. So if I have an octal number, I can represent in both binary and one's complement and two's complement. So I have an octal number. So I can convert this octal number to binary number. And binary number I can represent with one's complement, two's complement. So any of the way I can write my complement. Okay. So these are the 8 types of complements mainly what I have. So I can follow or I can convert my negative number in any complement form. I can represent that. Okay. So first, in how many ways we can represent a number? So there are two ways to represent a number. So one is signed representation and one more is unsigned representation. So signed representation means it having both negative values and positive values, right? So that means it can represent your values from 2 power n minus 1 to minus of 2 power n minus 1 to 2 power n. But for signed values, for signed representation, it will have both positive and negatives. While coming to unsigned values, you will have only the positive values. For signed values, you will have only positive values. And it can represent the values from 0 to 2 power n minus 1. Okay. So mainly we are discussing complements that two negative numbers. So where these negative numbers are present? In signed form only, right? In signed form, do we have any negative numbers? We don't have it. So always positive. Unsigned numbers are always positive. Signed numbers are combination of positives and negatives. So if you want to use complements, where we are going to use now? In signed representation. In signed representation, we are going to use that. First, we'll see how many ways are there to represent a signed value. Okay. So first, there are two ways to represent your signed values. One is signed magnitude form and one more is complement form. So if you want to represent your signed number, that is a negative number, so there are two ways to represent that. So one is signed magnitude form and one more is complement form. So we'll see what is signed magnitude form first. So if you want to represent a minus 7, how we are going to, if you want to represent a 7, so how we are going to represent that? In form of binaries. In form of binaries, how we are going to represent? Through weights we are going to represent, right? So how we are going to represent 7? 1, 1, 1. So we are going to represent with all ones. If we have 3 ones continuously high, then it is a 7 value. So I want to represent minus 7 here. How I am going to design or how I am going to represent this minus value is, so I'm going to add one extra bit. I'm going to add one extra bit. So if my bit is 1, it represents negative value. If my bit is 0, it represents positive value. This is how a sign magnitude form is going to be represented. So in sign magnitude form, we are going to take an extra bit here. So if that bit is 1, it is representing a negative value. If that bit is 0, it is representing a positive value. So this is one of the way to represent a negative number. Okay. So the next one is through complements. Okay. So we'll see how to do this complement first, and later we'll solve how to find complements for negative numbers and we'll design or will. So mainly these complements are used to design or to solve arithmetic equations like subtraction. Not only for subtraction, we are going to use it. So in subtraction, we have a negative number, right? So to make it or to convert that negative number into another form, to convert that negative number into another form of your complement, we are going to use this, okay? So we'll see how to convert complements first. So first we'll go for the ones complement. Okay. So tell me any binary number. Right. It is complement arithmetic is a system of mathematical technique used to in field of digital electronics to perform various arithmetic operations, mainly subtraction. So mainly used for to do or to solve subtractions here. Okay. So we'll solve few complements. First, we'll go for the ones complement. So we'll say how to solve the ones complement first. So tell me any binary number first. 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So this is my binary number. So I want to find one's complement. So how I'm going to find it? Huh? Negative of input value. That means here it is 1, it will be 0. Here it is 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. So this is a 1. So this is a one's complement of a the number what you have given. So how we are saying it is negative inverted. So the inverse, so above 1 we are going to invert, we will get one's complement. So how we are going to say that? So not like that. So usually we are going to subtract the given number with all ones. If you want to do ones complement, suppose my number is 1001. So this is my number. So I want to find ones complement of this. So how I am going to find is, so I have 4 ones. So in these 4 ones, I am going to subtract this 1001. So if I make subtraction, how much I'll get? 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1, 1, 0. So it is looking like the above one is inverted. So that's why we are going to write it directly inversion. The above, but the actual process is this. So the above number, the number what they had given, we are going to make subtraction from all ones. Then we'll get the ones complement of it. This is the way to find ones complement. Is it fine? So will you solve ones complement for 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 1? So will you solve ones complement for this? So the next one is 2's complement. So how to find 2's complement first? So how to find 2's complement? So I want to find 2's complement. Tell me any binary number. So for that we'll find the 2's complement. 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0. So this is my binary number. So I want to find 2's complement. So if I want to find 2's complement, so I need to find 1's complement first. And for that, if I add 1, it will become 2's complement. So this is a way to find 2's complement here. So this is the number. I want to find 2's complement of it. So first what I'll do? I'll do 1's complement. So if I do 1's complement, what was the result? 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. This is my 1's complement number. So this is my 1's complement number. So if I add 1 to that, what it will become? 0 carry 1 0 carry 1 1 1 0 0 1. So this is the 2's complement of this number. So this is the 2's complement of the number what we have taken. So first what we are going to do, we are going to subtract this number. We are going to subtract this number with all ones. So if I do that, so I will get this number. So I will get this number. So for this result, if we add 1, it will become 2's complement. Suppose 1 0 0 1 0. So this is my binary number. So how I want to find 2's complement? What I'll do? First, I'll subtract this number with all ones. So what I'll get here? 1 0 1 1 0. So this is my 1's complement number. This is my 1's complement number. So for this, I'm going to add 1 0 1 1 1 0. So this is my 2's complement. My 2's complement. This is a way to find 2's complement.